Hey guys, in today's video we're going to go over something a little different. This is something that I'm kind of tired of seeing. I'm tired of seeing my friends and family and fellow Sublimation peeps get scammed by these scammers on Facebook and stuff. So today we're going to use some IT knowledge, and we're going to go over exactly how to identify and just some basic strategies to try to prevent yourself from getting scammed. So we're going to start that right now. Tip number one is be careful when you're buying from Facebook, or try to avoid it at all costs if at all possible. All right, guys. The first and foremost, let's not buy things off of Facebook. I know it's enticing. You spend a lot of time on there. The deals look really good, but always approach Facebook with an extra layer of caution, because that's where most of the scammers tend to hang out. I mean, you see all these people in like sublimation groups. About Tumblr presses are like the latest thing, and there's always the cartoon artwork people that are always scamming. That, oh, we'll do your logo for $20, and you never hear from them again, and it's because they act like their PayPal's messed up and they want you to send it CashApp. And you see all these people that are just getting scammed out of money because they trust these idiots, and it's just, I mean, it's just bad. I mean, look at these people. $1,500 in tumblers, and they ship 3 small cups, and it's one parcel, just because they're hoping that you'll just send the money for them. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. In my opinion, if they're not serious about their blanks business enough to set up a website, it's just a no for me. I mean, I've met some really good suppliers on Facebook, like Ava Jane's blanks, people who operate a website and a Facebook group, and that's the kind of people that I trust a little bit more. If they have a legit website that's been in business a long time, and they take credit cards and all that, they're probably legit at that point. I feel like that's the biggest thing, is whether or not they take credit cards is the biggest indicator of how risky of a venture it is, whether or not you're going to get scammed. Tip number 2, research the places before you buy. All right, now let's focus on what we can do to maybe look at how some of these things are. And the first tool we're going to talk about is the Whois lookup, and it's Whois.sc or Whois.domaintools.com. And what you can do, you can take any website that you're curious about and paste it in there, and it'll let you know how long the site's been up and basic information about it. And you can see that it was registered about 400 days ago, so it's a fairly new domain. But that wouldn't. And of course, you can see where the IP address. It's a Shopify site. If they're putting $30 a month toward a Shopify account and taking credit cards and stuff, I 1,000% trust them. And Ava Jane's blanks, I know for a fact, is a great. They're a great website to buy from. Bought from them several times. Their shipping's fast, always great. Another thing, if you're on the fence on some of these places, always check use a reverse image search. For example, one I found on Facebook looked awful familiar, and they didn't even do the single J sublimation blanks. They didn't even do that out of it. But what you do is you can just upload the image into any of these things. I'm using Google. I'll show you how you get to this real quick. Google reverse image search. And you will see Google image search. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Duh. Google image search. And what you can do, you can search by image. You can upload an image. And what this is going to do, this is going to compare the image to Google's database, and it will find you like photos and tell you exactly where that photo come from. And as you can see, that same exact photo that I uploaded has been on this particular page. So it comes from single J sublimation. So you can tell exactly where it comes from, and there you go. You'll know that if it's not where they say it is, you might be getting scammed. And they're not only that, but they're even using other people's images to do it. The other one's called TinEye. I don't have as much success with TinEye because it doesn't seem to find stuff as good as what it used to. See, it didn't even find any images when it's clearly on that website. But yeah, I'll always try to do your research on anybody. On Facebook stuff, you want to check the account age on Facebook. Granted, I highly suggest not buying stuff on Facebook. Facebook Marketplace, none of that stuff. Don't buy your sublimation blanks there. Use a trusted place. Come on with it. Don't try to save $1 a tumbler. You're going to get scammed. Don't do it. Tip number 3, use a safe payment method, not CashApp. All right, next up, let's talk about the payment methods. Like one thing, the scammers often use CashApp and Venmo and PayPal friends and family because there's no repercussions for them. That they can scam and scam away, and nobody's gonna get them. I mean, there's not gonna have the people. If you dispute it, you're just pissing in the wind. It's not happening because PayPal's not going to give your money back if you send them friends and family. Cash App doesn't care. Venmo doesn't care. The only safe way, in my opinion, is to just put it on a credit card because a credit card company's got your back. I wouldn't even use my bank cards on sites like that because you don't know where that data is going to end up going in a data breach or anything like that. I usually just do a credit card and just put it on that, and that's the safest way to handle online transactions. My second choice would be just PayPal, non-friends and family. Never ever send anything friends and family. That's how a lot of scammers get you, like especially the artwork scammers are like, oh, I'll do your logo for $20, friends and family. Don't do it. Don't do friends and family. Offer to pay the extra percentage if need be, but don't do friends and family. Just not worth the risk. Tip number 4, just buy from a good known supplier and eliminate all the hassle. With the amount of known good suppliers, there's no reason to be scouring Facebook looking for somebody to sell you something. Instead of trying to save $1 a tumbler, just buy from someone that's actually going to take good care of you and get them there fast, like Ava Jane's, Conde, TransferWarehouse, wherever. Once you get established, a lot of those guys will get you wholesale accounts and all that, and you'll be way better off eventually. And their stock's always consistent. You know what they have in stock, and overall, they're just it's a better way to handle business is to stick with people that have actually put the effort into making websites and doing correct inventory and have solid support systems in place and all that. And number 5, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. All right, my last tip is if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You see all these people selling tumblers for tumbler presses for like $120, $130 when on Amazon they're close to $400, and even heat transfer warehouses I think is over $300. And it just don't make any sense. Like, it's just a scam. They're just trying to get your money. Yeah, like this one. See, of course, scam alert, scam $150 for the tumbler press. Excuse of us PayPal not working. Typical scammer thing, like, oh, my PayPal's not working, send it Cash App, and then these people just send it Cash App, don't question it, and there's no recourse once they don't send anything. So be careful, don't get scammed, because you work too hard for your money to be giving it to some idiot that's just out here trying to scam everybody and just do God knows what else. All right, guys, I hope this video helps somebody. If it helps anybody not get scammed, it was worth doing. So, guys, just be vigilant in what you're doing. Always approach every online transaction with a grain of salt, especially on Facebook. You don't want to just give out your money to idiots on Facebook because Facebook does not do a very good job controlling scammers and bots for sure. So, guys, I hope if you found this video helpful, give it a big old thumbs up. Drop a subscribe to the channel, guys. I appreciate it. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all later.